The Canadian real estate market is about to be lit on fire. Now again, no one's got a perfect 2020 vision when we're talking about predicting the future. My crystal ball's just as foggy as yours is, but based upon all these other assumptions I've discussed so far in this video, based upon those assumptions, I really believe that real estate is going to be on fire coming into 2021. What is up, YouTube? Matt McKeever here, and in today's video, I'm going to try and predict the future, but most likely I can predict I'll embarrass myself because I'll probably get things wrong because my crystal ball is not 100% accurate. But I actually do enjoy these prediction videos. One, it's a fun way just to kind of let you know where my headspace is at and what direction I think the world's headed in. As well, it's useful for myself. It's a good exercise to force myself to think critically about the future and all the different variables going on. But again, I don't have a crystal ball. Odds are this is not going to be very accurate, but this is my opinion, and some of these opinions are actually dramatically impacting my investment philosophy going into 2021. So essentially, I've got kind of 5 themes I want to explore with you guys today. Let's dive into the first theme, and the first theme is COVID 2.0, quarantine 2.0, lockdown 2.0, whatever you want to call it. Right now when I'm shooting it, it is January 2nd. We're rolling into 2021, already in a lockdown here in Ontario, Canada. And to the best of my knowledge, most of Canada's locked down, or maybe all of it is. It's really hard to even keep up to date with all the changing rules, regulations, and lockdowns and things of that nature. But we're currently in the lockdown. It's supposed to be 28 days here in Ontario, Canada. It's going to be longer. I think we all already realize that, but just in case you didn't, my prediction is this 28-day lockdown is going to add up to a lot more than 28 days. So it'll be interesting to see how that impacts us. Now, in theory, it shouldn't be as detrimental as the first time we went through lockdown. I mean, a lot of businesses should have already adapted or died by this point in time, but I actually don't think that that's true. I think that there's a lot of businesses that have been holding on by their fingernails, and this might just be the last push, where this is the straw that breaks the camel's back. This is the one too many ask. And I think that we're going to see a wave of businesses go bankrupt in Q1 and Q2 of 2021 because they've been holding on by their fingernails. But now that we're going into a second lockdown, they're just not going to be able to make it. And secondly, this is a bigger prediction here. I think just lockdown's a new way of life. I actually think that every winter we're going to have a little bit of a lockdown season. So I'm kind of saying that with a smile on my face because it's so ridiculous, but actually it is a little concerning for me. But again, it's the reality as I see it. I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments though. Do you think is lockdown just the new Christmas season? Like, is that just how things are going to be now, that every winter we're just in lockdown and in summer we get out on good behavior? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'd be really curious to hear what your perspective is, but definitely that's something that's on top of mind for me. And with that being said, this leads me into my second big point, which is recreational properties. So I see a huge opportunity here in Canada in 2021 for vacation and recreational properties. So I'm not just saying this, we're actually going in a big way with my businesses as well. So we're actually starting a whole new spin-off business. I'm actually going to say the name wrong because I forget which domain we bought, but essentially it's called We Buy Cottages. Can anyone guess what it does? Yeah, you're right. It buys cottages and recreational properties. We're looking to buy recreational properties across Ontario, Canada. We're planning to go in on this in a big way, and I see a lot of opportunity here. And part of the reason I see a lot of opportunity is because as we go into the second season of COVID or lockdown 2.0, I think people are just going to be sick of it. And they're going to decide, you know what? I actually don't need to live in Toronto. I actually don't need to live in a shoebox in a condo building. I can go buy a beautiful waterfront property. As well, the wealthy people that usually travel in the winter, they're going to find more restrictions and they're going to find it a bigger pain in the ass. And they're not going to like having to self-isolate the 14 days that they come back into the country. And I imagine, again, because I think that this COVID lockdown thing is here to stay, that self-isolating, those 14 days when you come back into the country, we're going to become a lot more extreme, I bet, in enforcement with that. And again, that's going to push a lot of wealthy individuals to choose not to travel internationally, but to travel domestically. And again, that's going to drive a lot of demand for recreation vacation properties. And that's why I plan on going into these in a big way. I'd love to hear your opinion in the comment section down below. Do you think, am I hitting it on the head with vacation and recreational properties? Or do you think I'm crazy? Let me know, because I'm going in a big way with my businesses. So if you guys have a different investment thesis, I would love to read it just so I can see what maybe I've mistaken in regards to the market. But that's my second big point, is recreation vacation properties. I think they're going to be on fire coming into 2021. The third one is, I'm not even sure really what to call this yet. I'm sure the internet's probably already came up with a term, but I think we're really going to see extreme divide between the population, between like what I'm thinking of as maskies and non-maskers. And so the maskies will always wear masks. Like they're literally, it's going to become a safety blanket. Like it's going to be similar to wearing underwear. Like they're going to really feel out of their comfort zone without having a mask on. And then on the flip side, I think you're going to have people that are going to be rubbing dirt on their face and like trying to really prove that masks aren't effective, or even if they are effective, that they're not important, and that a certain level of exposure to things needs to occur for humans. Anyways, either way, I see a big divide there, and that means there's probably going to be big business opportunities. Now, this is a niche that I'm personally going to dive into, the PPE, but I do see huge opportunities there, and I know that people will make millions or billion-dollar empires off of these opportunities, but there's only so much math and so much attention I can give, so this is one of those opportunities I'm just kind of letting slide right by me. And sliding into the number 4 prediction I've got for 2021 is cheap money. So we've already got cheap money, but cheap money is here to stay. Anyone that thinks that we're going to see dramatic increases in interest rates, anyone that thinks that interest rates are going to go to the moon or double digits, I mean, if it happens, cool, I'm excited for the end of the world too, but otherwise, I just don't see it happening, guys. I think that we're going to have extremely low interest rates for the foreseeable future. I think the government, I think large corporations, I think individual citizens, we've all become extremely addicted to this cheap debt. And to take us off cold turkey at this point, I think would kill the system. So I don't think anyone's going to try and kill the system. So I think cheap money is here to stay. And that leads me into my 5th prediction for 2021, which is the Canadian real estate market is about to be lit on fire. Now again, no one's got a perfect 2020 vision when we're talking about predicting the future. My crystal ball's just as foggy as yours is, but based upon all these other assumptions I've discussed so far in this video, based upon those assumptions, I really believe that real estate is going to be on fire coming into 2021. And now, I know, I hear a lot of you already think that real estate in Canada in 2020 is already unaffordable. It's already too expensive. There's no way it could get more expensive. I mean, I understand your perspective. I understand even the logic or rationale that might have led you to that conclusion. I just don't think you're right. I think that real estate's going to be on fire for at least Q1 and Q2 of 2021. And the moment we're out of lockdown, I think we're going to see prices just... And part of this too is, as people have to spend more time at home, they care more about their home. We're going to see this huge movement towards your home is your castle. And that's kind of my bonus 6th prediction, is really just this entrenchment of your house is your castle. And we're going to see a lot of people choose to invest a lot of money into getting a hot tub or a pool or a sauna or a whatever, a home gym, a home theater. Whatever it is, it's going to be done at home now, and they're going to be investing a lot of money into that. Same with is it those Palatron bikes that everyone exercises on? Those big investments that in the past were a big, difficult decision for the average consumer to make. I think now they're going to see as an investment in their home, as an investment in the COVID season, or an investment in the lockdown season. So I think we're going to see a lot more disposable spending directed towards that home investment or home improvement segment. All right, guys, that's it for my 2021 predictions. I'd love to hear, what do you think I got right? What do you think I got wrong? If you're watching this in 2022, let me know how big of an idiot I am in that comment section down below. I really appreciate you guys watching these videos, and I really do look forward to seeing your predictions and your thoughts on my predictions. So let me know in that comment section, and let's get through 2021 together, guys. Buckle up.